All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And peace, love, and salutation to all you occupants pushing this truth, true sincerity. This is a M.O.T.B update, the Mark of the Beast update. So I'm going to get this first scripture. This is Ecclesiastes 8 and 5. Whoso keepeth the commandment shall feel no evil thing. All right, we have to rehearse the righteous acts according to Judges 5 and 11. Okay, we're not hypocrites like those guys in the purple. All right, we rehearse the righteous acts to the best of our ability, but the main focus is faith in Yahweh Shai, not Jesus Christ. And a wise man's heart discerneth both time and judgment. All right, your heart, your mind is discerning both time and judgment. And we're in the time of judgment. All right, that makes sense. We're in the time of judgment with these prophecies taking place, and you can just feel like any day now something's about to happen, man. You know, yesterday basically you just had the president declare that, hey, we're about to enter into what's called in the Bible was called as Jacob's trouble. All right, so you can see a lot of things happen. The weather patterns are way off. I don't know if I live in Atlanta, Georgia, or somewhere in the Pacific Northwest with all this rain out here the last 3 weeks. All right, all types of earthquakes, natural disasters, you know, so on and so forth. All right, yesterday they just had somebody in Austin, Texas, tongue twister, Austin, Texas, go up into a Walmart and start shooting the place up. So that's us in this know-how. We know what time it is. Okay. Meanwhile, a lot of people getting ready for, fall events. You never know. Football season is coming up, and they could shut that down. I'm just speaking as a man. If they could shut that down, some major event can happen. We are in that time, okay? And a lot of people are being rocked back to sleep. And even on these jobs, it's going to be some decisions that's going to be made in these last coming days, all right? We already know at the end of the day, we got these jobs and businesses, man. We're going to have to walk out because they're going to issue that M.O.T.B, and it's gradually happening, okay? Gradually happening. You got Neuralink going on, and you still got guys that are naysayers and doubters. Well, with what country is going, just basically sowing in doubt to the Israelites. You're not supposed to sow in doubt to the congregation, man. Well, where is it going to be enabled at, man? Because y'all saying it's going to be in America, and what other countries are, or what other Edom, it's going to be worldwide, man. Right? So this is from End Time Headlines. New York office blindsides workers by forcing facial recognition scans without warning. Without warning. All right, and we live in the here in Babylon the Great, man. A lot of people are having a hard time finding jobs. So these people are going to make these decisions because I need a job. Comfortability, comfort, just being settled in your ways is going to be the downfall of a lot of people. And it's true, we've already learned and continue to learn that this place is not our rest, and we have to continue to put off this world, all right, and just willing to let it go for the kingdom's sake, because we know it's coming. We know this M.O.T.B is coming. It says they're not ready for their close-up. A garment district clothing company is forcing workers to submit to facial recognition scans for building access, outraging staff who rip the mandate is invasive and question how their biometric data will be stored and used. So they're saying it's for building access. Everybody's getting more lazier by the minute. Instead of cooking your own food, like Apostle Kabar says, there's nothing wrong with going out, but most of the people, they do what? Get DoorDash. All right, most of these people, they want everything to be easy. They want everything you see on TV is for comfortability. It says employees at Isaac Morris Ltd, a Midtown apparel company that produces licensed merchandise for brands like Disney and artists like Lady Gaga. I got a surprise email last week from their IT department saying the old swipe card entry system was replaced with facial recognition. Simran Batia, a brand licensing technologist at the company, told the Post. So they just got it in a matter of a week. Here, by the way, you come to work. Here it is. You come to work on Monday. By the way, yeah, you're gonna have to submit to this facial recognition because what did it say? All right, it's used for building access. And there's gonna be a lot of Esau's gonna put it out there to safety. You see what's going on with these shootings going on, which I believe a lot of the stuff is set up. All that stuff is set up. The world is a stage, and they play on these people's minds, and all of a sudden, oh man, we need security, man. We need to do facial recognition so we know it's you. Okay, not a precept. Oh yes, this one right here. 1 Thessalonians 5:22, abstain from all appearance of evil. And Esau has nefarious plans. There's no good plans coming from Esau Edom. He is the wicked identified in the Bible. So if he's the wicked, do you think he has any good intentions, especially towards you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? You don't still see to this day that this man does not care for you. But we'll see with our people, man. There's those that are going to be saved. Lord willing, we're those ones that are saved, and there's a lot of them that's going to meet destruction coming soon because they didn't take heed to the word. Evil, staying from all appearance of evil, and abstain from all appearance of evil when it comes to these breakdowns. You got to really ask yourself that question when it talks about the mark of the beast, which I'll get into. When John the Revelator was on the island of Patmos between 96 A.D. and 100 A.D., right? Serving out a punishment, right? On the salt mine, right? Do you really think the Most High gave him a vision concerning the mark of the beast, and the Most High, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, gave John the Revelator, oh yeah, the mark of the beast is sleeping with white women. So you telling me that he got a vision of Jake down here and just all types of different nations sleeping with white women? No. Did you think he had a vision of people starving for food, and John the Revelator got this vision of, yeah, if you're a Muslim, did you commit adultery today? Yes, I did. You can get this loaf of bread. He's saying it's sin. He's saying it's Christianity. Like I want to say with the Muslim thing, yeah, you're an outright Muslim praying 3 times a day on the rug. It's Christianity. Yeah, right, man. Do you think the Most High gave John the Revelator those visions? That's just common sense. Okay, but a lot of these camps, they don't have common sense, man. They give you games and gimmicks. We keep talking about this guy Al-Azhar, man. He gave you games and gimmicks and left you guys high and dry. Now he's basically begging Adam 22 for a job. And who's to say what happened to that with that guy? So we got to continue to stay rooted and grounded in the faith, man. I'm telling myself more and more to start locking in. Just me personally. Do all the reading you can in a day. Watch the videos, take notes, getting back to that intro level fire. Because this is about to get serious, man. Alright, let's get this word evil.
Strong's G 4190. Paneras.
Paneras. And it says, in an ethical sense, evil, wicked, bad. Alright, Esau has wicked plans. We're supposed to abstain from Esau and his nefarious plans and his so-called great reset, because that's what's coming. People don't pay attention to what's going on. I had a coworker, man. I'm saying my job. I'll say it like this. These systems keep going down. You gotta redo a new system. You gotta remember your password because they didn't change over the system. They didn't change over the infrastructure, the website that you clock into. Because most of the time you ain't got a when you clock in, you don't have a punch in clock like back in the day. So everything is gradually moving. You clock in by your phone in most cases at these jobs. So the infrastructure, the internet was pretty much down, and we had to get back in and find new passcodes. And you can see how easily Esau will be like, okay, you want all your passwords, you don't want to forget. Well, hey, take this device. It'll be easy. All your passwords, all your information is going to be right on here. Who you are. And that's how they get down. speaks smooth words. Hey, let's get that one. I don't tend to make this too long, but this is another Mark of the Beast update. Psalms 55. Psalms 55 and verses 20. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. And I'm right now. Like I said in my last lesson, I got a picture of Chief Joseph in my room. And when I read about that, man, Esau, man, they promised the Gadites. All right, okay, you might have to go to this reservation, but it'll be okay. No, okay. Any covenant he try to make with you, he's gonna break it. Okay. Hey, hell, he even is gonna break this Constitution of the United States, man. Had these good old boys and these don't tread on me Edomites going berserk out here. Okay. Hey, Civil War is still coming. We still gotta watch out for that. Just watching out for these prophecies. It says Psalms 55 and 21. The words of his mouth were smooth and butter. Yeah, take this. It'll be fine. We know who you are. For people, a lot of people, especially our people, are into this witchcraft called the medical system. All right. Oh yeah, we can monitor your blood pressure. We can see if you are early stages of cancer or stroke. Jacob jumped right into that. Do hula hoops into them promises. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter. Even with this last election, he did it to his own people. He promised smooth things. Now these Edomites, they don't want no part of number 47. But war was in his heart. His words were salted in oil, yet or they drawn swords. Because everything starting from the top bank and the least, man, is wicked and nefarious, man. All right, now I had another one. I think that was in Psalms 10. Bear me for a sec. Yes. Psalms. I'm gonna start at Psalms 10 and 1. A prayer for the overthrow of the wicked. And that's what we pray for. The downfall of Esau Edom system. That's why we out there right now. I got my cell phone on silent, and I got the GMS Dallas camp. All right, we're not supposed to keep silent when it comes to this devil, and we got to get the blood off our hands by warning you. We got to warn you about the mark of the beast. It ain't sleeping with white women or Christianity or sin or embargo. Psalms 10 and 1. Why standeth thou far off, O Lord? The Lord's name is Yahweh, and the Son's name is Yahweh Shai. Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. And with this device, man, he's looking to persecute the poor, man. All right, because Jake trusts in this system. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. Let me get this word devices. And Esau's going to be overtaken, man. The same pit he's trying to come up for ultimately is for the Israelites. Because he don't even get to give it down by his own people. He's trying to put that mark of the beast into you so you can see, they all got CHIP'd. He's looking for the elect so he can try to get his birthright back. That's how delusional this man is. That he wants to put this RFID, radio frequency identification into you. And we were bought with a price by Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Now let's get this word devices. And of course, we're not gonna let Esau play this. That word is that Hebrew word is mazamah, and it says purpose. This man's purpose is to put that device under your skin. Discretion, device, plot. This is a plot. It's starting out in New York, and guess what? Just how like the president said, "Hey, we're gonna clean up D.C. We're gonna go to New York. We're gonna go to L.A., Chicago, because Chicago's doing a bad job. They got a horrible mayor and a governor, according to the president, that he said yesterday. Hell, you don't think they're gonna be doing it at these jobs nationwide? We're just doing facial recognition right now. This is the times that we in. I just found out that the iPhones, they do facial recognition, man. This guy at my job, he opened up his phone basically with his face. This is the times that we in. You got self-driving cars. Okay? So it says, let me continue with this article. It says, staff were told someone would soon be coming to capture a scan of their faces, the message said. This was no updated policy, no consent form, and no exceptions, just a heads up that the change was coming, and change is coming, all right? Change is coming, all right, to Babylon the Great. Now, when you look at it in the Strongs, it says discretion, wicked device. All right, that M.O.T.B is a wicked device. Intense. The intents are nefarious and wicked. A mischievous device. Wickedly. Witty inventions. Esau's coming up with something right now as we speak. Because it mentions that, let me get it, Proverbs 4 and 14. So, hey, even if we do make it out of 2025, people are going to be stuck on holidays. You know, if we make it to the next Super Bowl, people are going to be engulfed in that. Okay? And then usually what happens when people are sidetracked by something that major happens in America, what do you see? C-SPAN typing all types of legislation while you knocked out from the eggnog, despite eggnog, man. That's how this devil gets down, man. Proverbs 4 and 14. Enter not into the path of the wicked. The wicked is Esau, Edom. Read Malachi, the first chapter. And go not in the way of evil men. That goes for Esau and these wicked other Hebrew Israelite camps. Like you got this guy from GLCC trying to challenge this Cornelius the Israelite. And yeah, I did a lesson on it. Brothers did countless of lessons on it because we have to defend the gospel, man. All right? We have to contend for the faith like the scriptures say in Jude. But he's not even warning the people about the M.O.T.B. You don't see these other camps, even these Yahuwah guys, they don't even have a Mark of the Beast update. And when GMS started with the apostle and elder said we have 100% truth, that's what it is, man. Why you get mad at that? When you somebody to give you the whole truth and nothing but the truth, but our people love lies, like it says in Isaiah the 30th chapter. Speaking to us smooth things. Nah, man, we gonna be good, man. We gonna get that generational wealth. Everything is messed up here, man. All right, and hey, we at the end. I'm gonna just say it like that. Proverbs 4 and 15. Avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall. So, hey, while most people are sleeping, Esau's working, man. Okay, and we're going to need divine intervention from the Lord to get us away from this devil, man. I'm going to end it off on us. I'm going to hit that revelation. Let me just prove a point once again. Revelation 13 and 16. And even the man who created the radio frequency identification, CHIP, you know, the video that Apostle Gabar did, let me get it. Daily Edification 4. The man that basically the Lord put the spirit on to create with it, he went straight to Revelation 13 and 16. So you tell me an Edomite know more about the Mark of the Beast than you other camps? That's a damn shame. Alright, let me go to the videos of Apostle Gabar. It was last week. Alright. Let me click on it right quick. Alright, it says this is from Daily Edification 4, Elder Apostle Gabar. If the man who created the micro C-hip found out it's the Mark of the Beast, then no excuse for ignorance. Yes, that's completely right. No excuse for ignorance, man. Okay. So let me continue. Revelation 13 and 16. And he calls of all. He is Esau. These top bacon elites. Alright. Jeff Bezos is not the richest man in the world. It's those guys who behind the scenes that you don't see, trying to own your soul. Both small and great, rich and poor. Hey, even you celebrities, man, you rappers, man, and you athletes and you actors, man, when they shut this whole thing down, you're just gonna be another guy out there, man. And people, they might come after you. You was talking all that mess on them rap records about how you didn't F somebody else's chick and how rich you are over us. These people are gonna be coming after you rappers, man. And a lot of you guys, you took it anyways. Remember that Fat Joe lean back video? Not to be too long with it, But he had to scan his hand and get into the club. All the people that I guess were broke and they didn't have access, like Fat Joe, they were to the right, and he just walked right in there and he scanned his hand. They showed in that lean back video. So these athletes right now, entertainers, which I believe a lot of them 25 million to 50 million athletes, they already got it, man. Yeah, you even had a man from that was a Jake come to the GMS Los Angeles camp years ago, and he was in the military, and he got it. He like, yeah, we got to get it. So, hey, draft time is coming. And what happens when they say the crime is going up in D.C. What do you think they're gonna throw them people at? In a local jail and give them a bologna sandwich? No. And this is the plans of the man that we're talking about. This is this man's plan. And he calls up all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And then no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, G5480, that charagma, that digital O, that physical mark. It's not spiritual, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. And you can go into that mark, if you haven't read G5480 in the Greek. All right, it's charagma. All right, so I'm pretty much end off on that. This is the Mark of the Beast update. Do not take the RFID micro C-hip, which is the mark of the beast, or you will face the consequences of Revelation 16, where it talks about the cancerous pus, right? A discharge of cancerous pus, or being destroyed by the Lord, or by those intercontinental ballistic missiles, and Revelation 14, when the Lord comes back. And I want to get one more. I just want to talk about the downfall of this devil, man. I'm going to leave it off of that. Let's go to Psalms 9. This is one of my favorites. So yeah, a lot of stuff is happening. It's just raining like crazy out here in Georgia. Down here in the South, it usually be dumb hot, but it's like we live in the Pacific Northwest. A lot of stuff is just coming down the pipeline. So you can hear the rain in the background. Psalms 9 and 16. The Lord's name is Yahweh, is known by the judgment which he executeth. Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, is executing judgment now as we speak. Somebody could possibly get hurt in this rain from a car wreck. The Lord is known by the judgment which he executed. And the Lord is executing judgments, man. I don't want no part of that. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands, Higgaion Salah. All right, the wicked is Esau, Edom. Esau is going to get caught up in the pit, and he's going to be in the pit in the kingdom of heaven. It's not going to be affordable housing when we got these other nations. When we got Esau, I'm going to say that. When we got Esau in our hands in the kingdom, it's not going to be any affordable housing or Section 8. It's going to be continual appointment, like it says in the Ezekiel 39th chapter. All right, he's going to try to put us in the pit, but ultimately he's going to be in the pit. The wicked shall turn into hell. That means the grave, not some place where the devils hit you with a pitchfork. And all the nations that forgot the Most High, you're gonna be reminded who the God of the Bible is, Esau, and you other nations, and you know about it. You got this evidence that you hide from us. You already know, but the Lord can show you better than He can tell you. And His prophet's been telling you, hey, get ready. All right, and they're getting ready with these bunkers. For the needy shall not always be forgotten. That's going into us, starting with the elect. The Israelites starting with the elect. The expectation of the poor shall not perish forever. And our expectation is this man be taken down, because he wants to put a radio frequency identification chip into your body. Somebody like that has to be stopped. Arise, O Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, let that man prevail. Let the heathen be judged in thy sight. Yeah, this is the good news, the good tidings. Put them in fear, O Yahweh, that the nations may know themselves to be but men, Selah. There's a lot of pride going around with Esau and these other nations. And that's not something we want to do in these last days, because the Lord is bringing great judgment. And so with that, I'm going to say shalom.